I think I have them even-ish. Shocking without falsies, isn't it? Story of my life. Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki, I'm 43 from the Netherlands, hence the accent. And today I am going to tell you about the Zodiac Aries palette. I will also show you 3 looks, but first let's kind of, you know, see what I think of it. So yeah, you get a nice mirror, which you get in all the Zodiac minis, and here she is. She is way prettier in person than in the pictures. I'm going to swatch her first. I am going to start with the center shade, then I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to go counterclockwise, like that. So there she is, and she's really pretty. There are some shades in here that I absolutely love. This red, it's kind of a duochrome. It has kind of a shift. If you layer it on top of the nice bright matte red, it is very pretty red. And it is actually my favorite red shimmer, just so you know. This is the face highlight, which as you can see is, well, pretty pigmented as well. I have it on today as a blush topper and as a highlighter. On certain places it's really nice and shiny. I put it on with a fluffy brush. They are all a bit glittery, the highlighters that are in these palettes from Beige, but still I think it is a very pretty one, for me at least. You can also really nicely use it as an eyeshadow because the colors do work well together. This combination is actually my favorite. Today I also use this one because, if I'm being completely honest, this part here is my favorite part from the palette. These shades are nice. The brown, there's nothing really wrong with the brown. Where is my brown? Oh yeah, it's here. This shade, I don't really know what it's doing in there. And that's this one. I don't really know. I get why they did the brown in here, because the brown really nicely works with the orangey shades that are in there. But if you want to really darken up the look, you need a black, or at least a very dark brown, and that is the shade I am missing here in this palette. So for me, I would have preferred this shade to be a black. I have blacks. I can pull in another black. I can use my gel eyeliner that I did today to darken up a look, and I don't mind doing that. But to make it an overall rounded palette, I would have wanted a black in this palette. What I like about this palette though is, first off, the quality of the shadows is really good. It's just the BH quality that are in all the palettes, and I do think that the quality of the shades gets better and better with every little palette. What I like about this is actually the fact that it only has 3 shimmers. So you have your red shimmer, then you have your yellow gold shimmer, and then you have your face highlight shimmer. The rest are mattes. And I like that. That gives me more options to play with, because I like a lot of color, matte colors in my crease. But you know what is also really pretty? I haven't done that yet, but I swatched it and I am going to do the look like that. Is use the brown matte and then the face highlight. So let me swatch those together so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me plop them here. So here you have your brown, your matte, your crease color, and then that shimmer. Those two together, and then this as an overall, you know, transition color, and then that one on your lid. It's just a gorgeous combination. The shadows work really nicely together. If you like red, get the palette. I know that a lot of you don't really like this color story, especially some of the Aries. I heard the chatter, you know, online, but I do really like this palette. I love red eyeshadow. I love orange eyeshadow. I think it is a fantastic little palette. Again, the only color I don't really need or want in here is this one. I wish this was a black. That is my only gripe with this palette. And yes, I usually have one shade that I want to change out. But yeah, Do I think it is worth its money? Especially if you can get it on sale. I got mine, I think it was... what did I pay for mine? It was almost 50% off. So they have sales for the mini palettes all the time. Especially if you can get it for, I don't know, $9 or something. It is definitely worth it. The quality of the shadows is really, really nice. They stay on all freaking day without eyeshadow primer, people. So yeah. Every time I see the new one, I'm like, oh. But then when I get them, I'm like, oh. So I think they are getting better and better with each sign. But that is my personal opinion. Let me know yours. Let's chat about it. For now, grab a drink and here comes, well, the first look basically. Yeah. Have fun watching, guys. So the first look with the Aries palette, I'm going to do something red because I feel red today. I am going to start with this one. And that's going to go everywhere, I think. It's basically going to go as my transition shade. On a fluffy brush, let's just tap it on. Ooh. Not too shabby. Now I do have a sticky base, but still, wow, it's a nice red, people. So yeah, let's leave it there for now. I'm taking a different brush, one that's really flimsy actually, without any product. Let's see if I can blend, because my base is still a bit tacky. I just want to blend it into my skin a little. Let's see if we can deepen it up a tiny bit. I'm going to go into this color, which is a little bit more, well, a little bit darker, a little bit browner than bright red. Let's see if I can deepen up the outer corner a bit. And the crease. I'm going to take this underneath as well, close to the lash line. Let's go into this one, which is a bit more orange. That one. And maybe I will dip into this one as well. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to start with this one to kind of smoke out the lower lash line a little bit and give it a little bit of a pop. It's not the pop that I wanted, but I think it's pretty. So now I'm taking a fluffy big brush, which is clean, to kind of blend everything a little bit nicely. Blend here a bit to just make sure I don't have weird patches on my eyelid. Like so. Okay. Next come the shimmers. So I am going to take a flat brush and this reddish shimmer. It's going to go on my lid. And then probably in the inner corner I will grab the big highlight in the center. Oh, that's a pretty red. Is this my red shimmer that I've been waiting for? It could be. And this all over the lid and then smoked out with one of the orangey shades. Oh, that would be very pretty too, I think. Me like. The only thing I'm having kind of an issue with, I don't think I can get it dark enough. I'm going to try and darken it up. So I'm going to go with a small brush in this color and see what that does. So that's the first color I used. I'm taking my Morphe E36, which is really small. Let's see if I can kind of darken it up a little bit. I don't think it's dark enough though. That's the trouble. I actually need a black or a very, very dark blue, brown, which is not in this palette. I'm going to blend. Just make sure it's all nice and kind of seamless. And what I will actually do with my, I have a gel pot eyeliner, a black one. I will darken up the outer corner with that. I do, however, want inner corner highlight. And, you know, I am just going to keep with the red. I'm going to use the face highlight, which I have on my face today, by the way. It's very glittery, so it does emphasize texture. I don't mind, but it is very, very pretty. All their big highlighters are, I think. I'm going to spray and plop that in the inner corner. I'm also kind of pulling it on top of the lid, just in the center. Me like. Okay, I am going to grab my gel pot. I will show you what I do, I hope. First, I'm just going to put eyeliner on. That's basically, I'm just keeping it close to my lash line. And the reason I'm taking my gel pot is because I can smoke it out. So now I have actually laid everything down. What I'm going to do is tilt my head and then draw kind of a wing thing. And I'm going to flick that in basically. Very lightly. So I'm just trying to smoke everything out with whatever I have left on my brush. And sometimes I'm just looking straight ahead to see if I don't have any weird lines and stuff like that. No extra product. Just basically going to deepen up that corner. And then if I think, oh no, it's too much, I just plop a little bit of eyeshadow on top of it again. Okay, so what I can do now, because it's a bit too much on my lid, I think, is take a little bit of that red shimmer again and just kind of tap that on top. And that way you can kind of smoke them together a little bit. Like so. That's basically the idea. Okay, let's see if I can do that on the other eye as well. Because that's always the issue, isn't it? Same with my brows today. I don't know what's happening. I think I have them even-ish. I have here my Electric Vibes eyeliner in Stay Wild from Essence. Mascara, the Catrice Glam & Doll in Waterproof. I'm going to plop on my Falsies, choose a Lippie, and then I will be right back and show you the finished look. For Falsies, the SOSU Deluxe in Kylie. For lipstick, the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Wifey. And that will finish up the look. Oh! This will finish up the look. Now that's better. I like it. Let me know down below what you think of it, and let's get ready for look number 2. Yeah, look number 2. I am going to start with a smaller brush, like that one. And let's start with the brown. That is going to go in the crease and the outer corner. I don't expect to get this really dark because it's a pretty light color. I'm going to work it into the crease. It's a very nice color to work with, but then so are most of Beige's shadows, especially the ones in the Zodiacs. Underneath my eye as well, until about halfway again. I'm going to go into this softer orange. It's going to go on the inner part of my eye. I'm probably going to pull it a little bit on top of the brown. Basically the only thing I'm doing now is placing it. And I actually don't think I need to blend. Yeah, well, maybe the outer edge. I'm going to place it above, just above that brown as well. I'm going to blend the edge. So unfortunately, the brown is kind of getting lost in that orange. I was kind of afraid of that, but getting a fluffier brush, it's clean to blend the edges. I'm going to blend it here as well, a little bit in the crease, to get a little bit of a gradient going, just so it is not as harsh. But I'm going to intensify that brown in a minute, or at least trying to. Taking a very small brush into that brown, I'm going to carve out a new crease basically. I'm just really packing on that brown because I want that depth that I'm missing. Okay, taking that bigger brush again, I'm just going to concentrate on the edge, and I can do that because this one has a tip. Just make sure that it isn't a really stark line. Dipping a little bit into that brown. I'm going to see if I can fake a cut crease. So I am taking a flat small brush. I'm going to go into this bright orange. So let's see, maybe I even need to spray it. Let's see what I can do. I kind of was afraid of that, yeah. So unfortunately I kind of need to do a cut crease because my plan ain't working. So let's do a cut crease then. Now I'm tapping here to blend the brown and the concealer. and get the line on the outer corner a little less harsh. I need to bring a little bit of that brown back. So I'm taking this brush, which has a very nice tip on it, in the brown, and I'm just going to kind of clean up the line. Taking a little bit of that first orange, this one, to blend out the brown. And I'm not trying to disturb the concealer underneath. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, now back to that orangey matte. Let's kind of press that on. And I'm really just taking my time and press that color into place. And yes, I could take a bigger brush, but I like this brush for this type of work, so that's why I'm using it. Then when I get to the edge, I'm just going to wiggle. Then take a little bit of that brown. I'm just going to flick it in. Same brush. And then flip the brush over where I have a little bit of orange. And then kind of, you know. Okay, I'm taking this brush in that orange, and I'm just going to make sure it's not patchy. I want the orange underneath my eye as well. I feel like I'm missing something, so I'm going to go into the brown with a small brush. I'm going to place it a little bit on that edge. I actually think I know what I'm missing, but that's a shimmer. I'm going into this color. So I'm actually placing this on the edge of the cut crease. I think, yeah, that's fun. I think. I don't know. I've never done something like this, so yeah. I am kind of blending it on top of that orange a tiny bit, because otherwise I have a weird line. I think that's fun. What I want is with my finger on that, in that gold, just I dabbed. I'm just going to tap it over my mobile lid just a tiny bit to get a little bit of sparkle when my eye moves. So usually I wear falsies, but I don't have time, which is really weird for me, but I'm just going to finish off the look real quick with some mascara. And because I'm not going to wear falsies, I'm going to use the Bad Gal Bang mascara. And yes, I'm foregoing liner as well. I just don't have time, because I should have been out of the door 5 minutes ago. I do have to say though, the Bad Gal Bang makes my lashes really, really nice when I'm not wearing falsies. I'm still not going to pay 24 euros for it though. For Lippie, the, what is it? Rouge Signature van L'Oreal in I Empower, which is a very, very, focus, pale orangey. And here is the finished look. Shocking without falsies, isn't it? But I really like the look anyway. I don't have any time left. Again, I should have left, well, 10 minutes ago now. So let's, without further ado, just go to the last look. The last look with the gorgeous Aries palette. And I am going to start with this red first, because I want to make sure that the red that I use is really, really red, you know? So I'm actually going to plop that on my eyelid. I'm just going to tap it on until about halfway, I think. Because I want that red to be as red as possible, that shimmer. I'm actually going to put it on top of the red matte. So I'm keeping this red really, really close to my mobile lid. It's actually why I'm looking, I'm tilting my head back, so I can get into the crease without it getting too high. Now I'm immediately going into the red shimmer. So I've loaded up the brush, I've sprayed it, and it's going to go on my, well, mobile lid. Probably going to leave a piece open in the beginning though. And I'm just going to put it there where I put the red matte. And then I'm kind of going to wing it out a bit so that I have almost, not really a straight line, but it is a little bit higher here on the hood of my eye. Yes, that is what I want. Okay, so I am going to leave it like this. I am going to take a different brush, a fluffier one, into the orangey color. I'm going to, well, basically kind of blend out the shimmer. I'm going to place it on the edge. I'm taking this one actually a bit further in as well. Yes, I want it underneath my eye as well, but I'm taking a different brush. I'm taking a smaller brush, like that. Then I'm taking a small flat brush, this one. Can you see? Thank you. Very, very tiny flat brush. I'm going to go into this gold color, that one. And that is going to go on my lower lash line. I'm going to spray this as well. Inner corner as well. And a little bit on top. And then kind of flick it into that red. I want it a little bit extra in the inner corner. Yes. Okay, then I'm taking the middle shade, which is the highlighter shade. I'm going to put that on top. I also have the highlighter shade on as a blush topper, basically. A little bit of that gold here to kind of tie it a little bit more together. Then a little bit of that red shimmer goes on top here. One eye done. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. What I've done here, I'm going to show you here. So I basically took a little bit of that gold, pulled it on top of my eyelid a little bit further. Then I took a little bit of that shimmery red and kind of swooped it back and forth on top, so that it is just a little bit more open and a little bit more, well, different from the first look, basically. So the only thing I need to do is a little bit of highlight here. I actually do want that gold underneath here as well. A little bit further out, basically. To give it a little bit of, I don't know, something different. Yes. I was thinking about something. Yes, I need a fluffy blending brush. It's clean, because I think this part is actually too harsh for what I had in mind. So I'm blending over it. It looks like this side is a bit softer. I don't know if I'm right though. Could be the lighting. I think that's a bit better. Yes. So here's basically the eye look. So let me take a sip of coffee. For eyeliner, the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner in black. Well, so this happened. And it was not really supposed to. So I'm actually going to kind of smudge out the black a little bit. And I'm probably going to put some shadow over it. Because I didn't want it this dark, you know. So I just have kind of a domed brush, which is a bit stiffer. I'm just going to kind of, well, blend the eyeliner. And it is drying already, which I don't mind, because otherwise I may just, you know, smear black everywhere that I don't want. So it is a lot darker than I was planning. I don't hate it, but it is a lot darker than I was planning. So what I'm going to do, story of my life. So I'm going to go back in my palette. I'm going to grab a little bit of that gold shade, that gold shimmer again, and I'm just going to go in my inner corner. Just on top of that black. Oh, that would maybe be, oh, I think that will be pretty. Wait, let me get, so I have here a flat brush, but it is a bit more thick. I hope you can see that. I'm going to see if I can kind of press that gold shimmer on top of the eyeliner. I am spraying that to hope, well, against any fallout. I'm going to try to kind of stamp it on the eyeliner. Because that gives kind of a whole other vibe. Kind of makes it greenish. Oh, I like that actually. I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to leave it there. So I stamped until about here. I'm going to do that on the other eye as well. I'm basically just pressing the eyeshadow or the brush in the shadow. Then I spray it and then I press it onto the eyeliner. So I'm taking a brush now. It's clean. I'm just going to blend the edges. Wow, I think this is actually really pretty. For eye Eyepencil Colourpop in Punch. For Falsies, the 3D Glam in Style 8. For lipstick, the Rouge Signature in Eye and Power by L'Oreal. And then that concludes the look. I like it. I like how it turned out. It is a hidden drama. It looks quite, I wouldn't say soft per se, but okay. But then I look down and then you can see that the drama that is going on, which is me, basically. So yeah, those were the 3 looks. Out of the 3 looks, I think the first, I know that the first is my favorite. I felt so pretty wearing that. I like the second one as well, although it was, especially, you know, after the first one, it was kind of lacking. I don't really like how this one turned out though. Especially with the gold shimmer on top of that black eyeliner. I think that's really fun. But yeah, the first one is still my favorite. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. Let me know if you have the palette, if you want the palette, you know, let's talk about it. The makeup that I used will be down in the description box, or at least, you know, the important stuff will be down in the description box. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah, just hit the subscribe button, or you are free to click off now. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, and I will see you soon in my next one. Bye guys.